Mm-hmm. Salute to the people. What's good, people? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You already know what's good, people. My boy, my bro. T was good with it. Crush was good with it, my bro. You already know, man. Title of the video, man. You know, when your idols become your rivals, man. Let's talk about it, man. You know they saying the WBC. Not even they saying, it's all been announced. Everybody aware. WBC ordered Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia, man. My question is, I put that when your idols become your rivals, because we know Oscar and Ryan Garcia was in cahoots. They was best of buddies not too long ago. But this recent turn of events, man. I mean, pardon me, I said Oscar, not Oscar. Canelo, my bro T, appreciate you as always. MP, salute, my bro. Jake, appreciate you for sliding through, man. We know we gonna talk about it, man. When your idols become your rivals, man. Canelo and Ryan was cool. It was all good just a week ago. You know what I'm saying? And they fell out. They no longer cool. Ryan is no longer in Canelo's camp because, Canelo said this kid was lazy. He don't want to work. He come to show up, he work out for a little bit and leave. Then don't show back up for weeks. You know what I'm saying? He basically said this dude, Ryan Garcia wasn't dedicated. And he wasn't focused. And, we seen it coming. I kind of had a feeling, once he spoke out on Ryan Garcia publicly, it was their friendship was on borrowed time at that point. You know what I'm saying? Monica in the super chat, salute. Appreciate you for sliding through, Queen. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I believe their relationship was on borrowed time, man. And now you fast forward now, and you seen we just seen Saturday Canelo lose to Dimitri Bivol, and as he was losing, I was about to say Monica. As he was losing, you had, several people tweeting and talking about the fight. You had Ryan Garcia. He had some words of his own to say, he said, he tweeted, as of this point, Canelo is losing. Dad, I appreciate you for stopping through, bro. 100% appreciate all y'all for coming and kick it with your boy. Teach, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's a good question. Yes. 100%, Monica. He definitely need to be tested. And I think, matter of fact, I know if Pitbull is next, and according to, with them ordering the fight, I mean, I don't see how he get his way out of this one. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna be tested. Pitbull Cruz, I think Pitbull Cruz gonna do more than test him. He could potentially beat him and stop him respectfully. And when I think of those two dudes, man, Pitbull Cruz, he's a short dude, he's a small dude, and he got that style, man, that bob and weave kind of style like Mike Tyson. So I know with Ryan Garcia, you think Tank has some issues adjusting to that, to that bobbing and weaving and, fighting a shorter man. I think the same could be said for Ryan Garcia, and it might actually be a little tougher because he's even taller than Tank. He's a tall dude, and he fights straight up with his chin in the air, so that's no good. I think he gonna be in trouble. I think that left hook off Garcia will put Cruz down. You know what, Daryl? I wouldn't deny it if he can catch him. If he catch him the right way, I think he can put him down with it for sure. Because that's one thing about Ryan. Two things we know about Ryan. He got some speed. He got some fast hands for sure. And he got some punching power. He look like he got some real punching power. So I believe if he catch Cruz the right way, he definitely could cause some problems and put him on his ass. But the question is, what happens if he land that shot and Cruz still there? Or if he's unable to land that shot the way he wants to. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, he will throw that left hook. He will be looking for it early. If he can land it early, then he will. And Ryan could win. His hand speed will be key. I mean, it's possible, Monica. Like, see, that's why I like to have these conversations, man, because that's one thing we always gonna do at Just Do, man. Y'all the family, so we gonna always have open discussions, and I respect opinions, and it's cool to hear. You know, it's cool to hear what the ladies think. And Monica, you always got good input and good questions. So, you know, I can't disagree with you there. Ryan Garcia got some real speed. I think he definitely had the speed advantage, but I think with him, sometimes I think he relies too heavily on his, you know, his physical attributes like his speed and his power. And he always usually says it. And, you know, when he talks about himself, that's one of the first things he bring up, his speed. And he talks about his power. And sometimes I think he could be a victim of being somebody with speed and power and just relying too heavily on those two things to win fights. Whereas we all know as supporters of the sport, you know, as you go up in level, you know, you start to need more of those tools that's in your toolbox. You know what I'm saying? You start to have to use more of those tools. And, you know, it'd be no doubt in my mind, I think Pitbull Cruz probably be the toughest opponent on Ryan's resume to date if this is the fight that's happening next. So I say that to say, you know, going into that fight, I think he's going to have to use more than speed and power. You know what I mean? He's going to have to respect Pitbull Cruz like a real fighter, and he's going to have to use more than just speed and power to you know, to get the win, in my opinion. Pitbull's going to sleep Ryan. I hope he does. I honestly do. This is the reason why I feel like we already know, regardless of anything, this is a dangerous fight. You know, Pitbull Cruz is a tough fighter. You know what I mean? And he comes to fight, and he's a dog in there. He got some dog in him. You know, he showed that. But I think reasons why I'm leaning towards him, because Ryan, he's tall, long. You know, the same things that would probably help a fighter in some cases, or help him in some cases, might not help him against Pitbull Cruz. You know, he is a smaller dude. I mean, he's a taller dude. Pitbull Cruz is small, man. He gonna have to. And you know, Ryan Garcia, he fights too straight up for me. He don't bend his knees too much. You know what I mean? He kind of stiff in there, and then he relies too heavily, like I said, on his speed and power to get the job done. And I think Cruz with that bobbing and weaving, and you know, I think he can offset some of Ryan Garcia's, you know, attack and get in there, because he gonna get in his chest and he gonna make him fight. Ryan Garcia is one thing I still learned that he hasn't fixed yet, that I continue to see fight after fight, is that chin being in the air. And it's just like a double negative. You're already tall, you got your chin up in the air, and you know what I mean? And you're gonna be fighting a guy that's gonna be trying to get in your chest. And I think he gonna have to show me, man. But like I said, Pitbull Cruz definitely gonna have to be you know, aware. He gonna have to work. But I truly think this is gonna be a tough fight for Ryan. He said that Ryan can take a punch. I mean, I respect him for how he responded. Like when he got dropped by Luke Campbell, I do respect. You know, some people just say, "Oh, he got dropped. Now you got to finish." You know, I'm fair, so you got to finish the statement. You got to finish, you know, explaining what actually happened. He did get dropped. He did show, you know, some heart and some guts to get back up, and he ain't quit. And he ended up getting a stoppage to the body. But I think the difference between Luke Campbell and Kano, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through with your boy. I think the difference is in power. I think Cruz definitely got more power than Luke Campbell. And he gonna go for it. Like, you know, if he knocks Ryan Garcia down, he gonna go for it. And the difference between him and Luke Campbell dropped Ryan Garcia, but then let him off the hook. Like, he didn't even press him to really see, you know what I mean, how hurt he was. And I thought that was a legit knockdown. I think he should have tried his best to, you know, capitalize off that. And I think he took his foot off the gas. And Luke Campbell, he just don't have no dog in him, in my opinion. He don't have a ton of heart. I mean, he'll fight, but he can be broken. And I seen that. And you've seen it with Ryan Garcia. He got the knockdown. He just didn't step on the gas. He didn't press him and, you know, test him to see where he was at after the knockdown. He just let him off the hook, which is why he ended up getting knocked out. But Cruz, you know, Cruz hurt him and drop him. He ain't letting him off the hook. He gonna try to finish him. 100%. That's why boxing is brilliant. Always different views. It's brilliant. Yeah, man. This is the thing is over here with me. Again, kind of appreciate you, bro. The thing with me is I don't know too much about Cruz. I'm always willing to hear somebody because it moves the conversation along. It's productive. You know what I'm saying? We're not arguing. You know, we could, you know what I mean, kick it. I definitely gonna hear what you got to say because it ain't just about what I got to say. I definitely want to hear what the people got to say. So yeah, Monica, go check Cruz out. He tough. He come to fight. He throw them punches. He got that little peekaboo style. He hiding behind that high guard. He could be a little, I don't even want to say awkward, but he come to fight. He got like that Mike Tyson-esque kind of deal with him with the bobbing and weaving. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me of that. And I think he could cause some problems for Ryan with that. It's going to be, for facts, it's going to be a real test, like a real test. And I just think the dude better be ready because after the performance he just put on against Emmanuel, that wasn't impressive at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually, I can't say I'm surprised because they ordered it. You know what I mean? And that's why I said when your idols become your rivals, because you know him and Canelo was just cool. And I was making a joke the other day. I said, after Canelo lost to Bevel, he made that call in to Mauricio, man. He told Mauricio, man, to make the fight. He told Mauricio, order that fight with him and Ryan. I was just joking about that, but it just made me wonder. It's funny, the timing of it. And, you know, with Ryan being on social media, talking about Canelo losing, I just thought it was funny that, you know, after he lost and then, you know, shortly after, you know, he making the comments about Canelo, you get the WBC ordering this, you know, Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia. That's going to be exciting for sure. Cole's Boxing Corner, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. It's going to be an interesting fight. It's a dangerous fight for Ryan, and I'm surprised Ryan not ducking. And that's what I'm saying, too. And that's why I said one of the questions, like, do people really think he's going to accept the challenge, or, you know, like, is he going to try to tuck his tail? Because with the WBC ordering this one, it's going to be kind of tough for him to get his way out. He's gonna have to show and prove. He's gonna have to fight somebody. So yeah, so that's the thing that's interesting. It's like they kind of, you know, the walls closed in on him, and with them ordering it, it's like, how is he gonna get out of this fight if he's not gonna fight? You know what I'm saying? How is he gonna get out of it? That's the interesting thing. And then on top of that, I don't know if y'all could see the little post in the thumbnail. That's Ryan Garcia saying he happy that they ordered the fight. Like he can't wait for this. Now he's saying now the little dude can't run and hide. He making it seem like he seek Pitbull out. So here you go with the little Jedi mind tricks again, or the reverse psychology. I'm more worried about Ryan's mental state more than anything, fam. Yeah. And I mean, and you know what? I mean, even though that performance it definitely wasn't his best. You know, it was like lackluster. Like, that's the word that I think you could use there to describe the performance. Although he did win, I did like what he said after the fight. So I thought that was the first time in a long time he was being responsible and adult-like. You know, he said, you know, no more just calling people out. You know, it's time. You know, the fans been lied to enough. Like, he basically sounded like he was unwilling to lie to the fans and just call names and fighters that he's not particularly, you know, necessarily gonna get in the ring with. And I think it was some self-accountability in that little speech he kind of gave, so to speak. Like, in his words, I listened to him, so it sounded like he kind of grew up on us a little bit. And if what he said is how he truly gonna move, and I think that's the start of something good for him. I think, you know, he sounded like he had his head straight for the first time. He didn't sound delusional to me. He didn't sound out of touch with reality. He sounded like he understood that the fans been lied to a lot recently in the past in terms of people he was supposed to fight. And then when he didn't fight these dudes, you know, he got the backlash for it. So it sounded like in that post-fight interview, he kind of accepted some accountability for fights not happening, and then kind of owning up to the fact that he understood he been calling for certain names and not making these fights happen. So he was saying basically it's no more of that. He gonna basically sound like he just gonna train, gonna lock in, and whatever him and his team come up with, that's what we gonna fight. But then you fast forward to today, now it's Pitbull Cruz. But he sound like he excited to fight him. G5, my brother, salute. Appreciate you for stopping through. As always, my bro, G5. Yeah, Cruz get on the inside. It's gonna be interesting to see how Ryan adjusts, and how we, a lot of times when we be talking about Bud, we be talking about his lack of inside game. Well, he ain't the only one that don't fight in the inside, because go look at them Ryan Garcia fights. He got about 22 fights. Not too many of those fights you're gonna find, if any, you're gonna find him fighting on the inside at all, and that's just not something he do. So I see him tying up on the inside when Pitbull get there, or trying to tie up, or you know what I mean. I don't think he gonna want to fight there, because I think that's advantage Pitbull, because he gonna be in his chest already. Ryan Garcia tall, he gonna have to punch down on the target. I think that's gonna be a little challenge for him, and I see him being uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, once Pitbull get in there. And Cole, I don't know if you ever seen, it was some sparring clips, and I know people always say it's sparring, so I understand that, but I just thought it was interesting when Rolly and Ryan Garcia sparred. When Rolly got in close and was working him, it just seemed like the only thing Ryan was trying to do was hold on. He was trying to hold on for dear life too, and he got roughed up bad in that sparring. And it was telling. Like, I know it's sparring, but it just showed me like he don't like to fight in the inside. And Cruz is going to force you to get in the inside, because that's his bread and butter. Not going to stand there on the outside the whole fight and try to let you pick him apart with your speed. Because if he did that, I think, Ryan will have a better chance at beating him and possibly catching him. But we all know how Pitbull Cruz fight. His nickname, Pitbull, he fight like one. He really a dog, so he come to fight. He going to try to close the gap, work his way in there. He's gonna come in there with that bobbing and weaving peekaboo type of, behind that high guard. And when he get in close and within range, he gonna be looking to land shots, and some hard shots. I did notice, even though he destroyed Gamboa, I understand that he destroyed him for sure. He destroyed Gamboa. I noticed that, but even though he destroyed him, he looked wild in that approach. Like, I didn't necessarily respect the approach as much, because I think I expected more from Pitbull Cruz, because we just seen the performance he had against Tank. And, I know even though Tank hurt his hand, he showed a good account of himself for 12 rounds. Even though, like I said, with the injury, he showed poise, and he was a lot more, calculated and patient. And I think some of that is, of course, the opponent he was in there with, but he did try to fight. He tried to bring the fight to Tank. He tried to take advantage of the hurt hand, but he just wasn't able to. Ryan not jab heavy in the first few rounds. Ryan done. Yeah, and that's the thing. I see him using that jab early, but my problem with these fighters is the consistency or the lack of with the jab. They'll use it for a minute, but then they won't continue to use, like they'll stop and they'll go away from it. So he's gonna be in trouble. Yeah, he's gonna have to use the jab. He's gonna have to make Pitbull Cruz respect him. He's gonna have to, He's gonna have to hit him with something to get his respect early. If he don't do it, he in trouble. Definitely in trouble. Yeah, his mental. Yeah. And like I said, like I was big on that too. I was like, I understand where y'all talking about with the mental, but like I said, I listened to his words carefully, so it at least sounded like salute, bro. Appreciate you. It sound like he might be, kind of clearing up some of that, It's like he sound like he's saying the right shit. The stuff he said after the fight with to Ghost, it was reasonable to me. It seemed like he on the right path. Like I say, he accepted accountability for past fights falling out, and and lying, basically just flat out lying to the fans, because that's exactly what was going on. It was a lot of nonsense going on with the fans. So it seemed like now it's some self accountability going on. And that always could be good for an athlete, especially a young athlete like Ryan. I got Ryan. Ryan's the boxing skills over Cruz. Cruz only gets in there and throws haymakers, punches, hoping to land something. His arms are short. Him trying to punch up to get Ryan's face lessens his reach. That's fair. Teach, that's what we here for. All opinions is welcome. Never gonna make you feel like you're wrong because you see it the other way. I'm gonna tell you, in fact, that's logical to feel like that, because if he able to, the main thing is being able to sustain it. Like, we know he has the ability to do these things, but I mean, I guess the question for all of us, and even for himself, is going to be how long he able to sustain it. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be able to? Because he's going to have to fight a smart fight, man. He can't afford. And my biggest problem with him, even though he has the height and that reach advantage, but he fights with his chin too high in the air, and he don't bend his knees too much. He's like a, you know what I mean, straight up and down fighter. You know what I'm saying? In that regard, like he, you know what I mean, he doesn't have the best footwork either. He doesn't have the best feet. So you know, he had better feet, I have better confidence in him getting out of the way or something. But I mean, what you're saying is still reasonable, but we're going to see how he able to utilize his height and his reach against Pitbull. And like I said, hopefully, shit, for his sake anyway, that he's able to keep that man out his chest, because it's going to be tough once the fight is in the inside. And you know that's what Cruz is hoping to get the fight. And I agree with you with the haymakers. Like I said, I critiqued him for his performance against Gamboa, even though he beat him. You know, he embarrassed him pretty good. I just didn't respect the approach. He was like real wild, and I understood he hurt him, and he realized he was in. And I'm thinking some of that was because of the opponent. You know, he in there with Gamboa. Gamboa was an older dude, and I felt like he knew he was in there with some food, and he didn't want to play with it. But still in all, you have to be calculated and, you know, a lot more poised, you know what I mean, in situations like that. He ain't have to just blast him out that way. He ain't have to just be swinging for the fences like he was doing. It's gonna be an upset. Cruz is tough and he might win. Yeah, nah, I'm with you. I'm leaning towards Cruz because of what Ryan lacks defensively, you know what I'm saying? And I can't stress it enough. He still ain't learned to keep that chin out the air, and he's already fighting tall. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem. That's gonna come back to hurt him. I just might pull it out. No, it's no doubt he could. That's why it's, you know, that's why I brought this topic to the family, because we gonna talk about it. I want to hear what y'all think too, but I just can't. I ain't going with Ryan. I think he gonna think he in for one. Yeah, we gonna see for sure, man. Y'all know I appreciate y'all input and the feedback, the engagement. That's what I'm here for. Then Garcia will win, but it's a tricky fight. Cruz has got a good chin and a big heart. Yeah, good chin, big heart, high motor. I ain't really see him gas in no fight yet that I watched him in. He tough. You gonna test Ryan Garcia, man. You gonna test him. He definitely gonna test him. Ryan capping. That speech was worthy because we got right back on Twitter calling out Cruz. But you see what, Peach? The only thing I would say about that, if that call out was, you know, see, we kind of get in that fight because they ordered it. So I wouldn't kill him too much as long as he don't try to find a way out of this fight. Because like I said, they ordered it, so I don't know how he gonna find his way out of it. You get what I'm saying? He gonna have to show us something. I'm not talking about just doing until the ring walk. I'm gonna make a video then because the boy be lying. Yeah. But I felt like it felt like it seemed like the walls closed in on him something. If you get what I'm saying, the walls closed in, and it's like them ordering it. It kind of, I mean, where else he gonna go? Which way could he just be like, oh, nah, I'm not fighting him, like, and then fight somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like. So I wonder, like, is he gonna try to find his way out of it, or, you know, that's why I said one of the questions is, will he accept the challenge, man? Because if not, then he in trouble. You know, I'm calling him out on that for sure. Flawless, Dr. Mark, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through with me and the family in here. We in here discussing if Ryan Garcia and Pitbull Cruz is next. I hope it is, because that's the fight we need to see. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the most respectable. I got you. Whenever y'all see one of the family not wrenched up, y'all just let me know, y'all, because y'all know I be slipping sometimes. I got you, right, man. But yeah, I hope he don't try to find his way out the fight, man. You gotta give us this fight because we won it, and he talking like he won it, so I want to see it. You know, like I said in my thumbnail, that's his post saying he excited and he happy, and he's saying it. He's saying it like there you go, Quay, I got you. and he's saying it like he happy, and he making it sound like he cornered Pitbull or something, like they ain't have to order it, like he went looking for him. So he definitely the paper trail is there. I got Ryan to get fucked. yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. Terry, appreciate you, bro. You was sliding through, yeah. And that's what I thought too. So I don't want to overanalyze that performance, but I definitely know he could have did better than that. Like in terms of like not looking so wild and overzealous to get him out of there. You all good. We all good. Better late than never, right? Always. Well, man, why my shit is jumping? My bad, John. Chat just tripped out. If Ryan win this fight, should he wait on Haney or fight Tank next? Or is someone else in mind? Realistically, if he's to beat Pitbull, do we go in there? If he want to preserve his and his career a little bit longer, he better stay away from Tank for at least until I see him clean up some stuff defensively, because Tank gonna hurt him bad. And I think Haney about circles around him as he's slow on the feet. Ryan Garcia, he don't have the best feet. Yeah, it's definitely food on the table. Yeah, I mean he got the skill set. It's just him putting it together on the night. Like he ain't like he can't fight, but those defensive lapses and him just having that chin in the air and Pitbull being an aggressive dude, he gonna be trying to knock his head off. He ain't beat nobody named Pitbull. Brian about to get his food ate. It's a fact. That's a fact. Brian gonna retire again and come back new weight and fight a scrub out, and I hope not. He gonna get beat. He gonna be in for one, man. I'm telling you. Brian jab stronger. Not strong enough. He done. Sure. Gonna fire Ryan ass up in your chat. It's all good, quick. Ted, if he need it right now, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and be hopeful that he actually gonna fight. He gonna take this fight. I'm gonna let him make it into Saturday. Right. Tear his ass up. Tank dangerous. That's a different kettle of fish, as they say. Yeah, man, it's a whole other thing up there, man. And not even up there, that's just a whole other thing. Tank with him, I can guarantee a knockout against Tank with him. His chin being, that's just the worst thing. That's like serving your chin up on a platter to Tank, and he gonna clip you. That Ryan don't fight this dude. I hope not. Yo, if he do this, I'm done with him, and we gonna tear his ass up. I'm dedicating at least 2 more lives to him if he do that. He better leave Tank alone for the rest of his boxing career. Facts, quick. And he better leave him all the way alone. This is T stupid. Yeah. Fool. Yeah, he fooled. Serving his ass up. Hey, man. Hey. He act like he wanted. We ain't saving him right. We ain't protecting these dudes. They want to fight. Get your ass in there. Because I want to see it. Like I said, after the fight with Emmanuel, man. That ain't going to do it. Hold on. I got something real quick. Hold on. Here, man. Y'all know this. Y'all favorite shit right here to see. Y'all know you.
I kissed her back. Too good. Just rhythm.
Come on, y'all. What Pitbull gonna do with that, man? He gonna have some trouble on his hands, ain't he? What Pitbull gonna do? Know what I'm saying? T, what Pitbull gotta get ready for that, man. I don't know what he gonna do when Ryan get the, know what I mean? I don't know what he gonna do. Hold on.
It's an overhand right. He ducks down while he lands a left hook. Then the overhand right comes in. And those two punches were the story of this fight. And he always had just enough head movement, keeping down, and then to create the openings for those punches.
He ducks and he punched there. He was able to dodge double the jab. Came over with the overhand right and then the left. And then let me tell you, it was the ropes that held the ball.
That's mad disrespectful, yo. And if somebody punch you into the ropes like that, like that's so disrespectful. He punched that man into the ropes like that. He said, "Why he moaning?" Yeah. Tell the amateur, please, at least last 4 years ago. Oh, which one? You talk about which one? The video with Ryan? That nigga said what Pitbull gonna do. Yo, for real, that's what Pitbull. You see how he punched Gamble in the side of his head like that? Gamble made his own name. Facts, he did. I don't know why he started looking like that, yo. Hold on.
It's a matter of win right now.
It's cringeworthy from our standpoint. Big right hook. Down goes Gamble. End it. And this one is over.
Just want to know why he did that. I don't know. I would love to ask Pitbull Cruz why he do that to Gamble. All jokes aside, I'd love to ask him why he do that to that man. Yeah. The video with Ryan. Yeah, that's recent, Monica. That's new. That's how he be coming. That's how he be coming. He really be coming like that. Let me see. I had something else in here. Didn't I? Think so. Dude. No, this was his idol right here.
Happy Mother's Day. But did you see Canelo Alvarez lose? Trash. Oh, yeah, you were running from Earl. Yeah, you were running from the Charlo boys, too. Thought you were going to run all the way up. But no, that Russian had something for your red rooster face ass. Do you hear me? Oh, you can do this to Floyd. Never. Floyd the greatest and always will be. Happy Mother's Day. Canelo lost on Cinco de Mayo. What a shame. All them hungry lions at 168 Canelo could be fighting. Benavidez, Charlo, Andre, but now you weigh at 175 trying to cherry pick. I'm glad you got your ass beat. Good. That's what you get for cherry picking and ducking. Good job.
Cherry picking and ducking. Good job. Yeah, man. That's how Canelo fought Beaver. Facts. Pitbull eating tacos soon. You see him. Yo, I'm telling you, man. this shit is comical. Nigga training with Ryan for a Beaver fight. I'm telling you, yo, dude, yo, he crazy, yo. And you know, I said when your idols become your rival, because they enemies. And I don't know. I'm. It's only speculation, but I think it's mighty odd the timing of the announcement of them ordering this fight. I'm telling you, Canelo put that call in on Ryan ass, man. He told Mauricio, look, enough is enough. I lose, he lose. Remember we said that shit yesterday. So I lose, he lose. God damn it. Damn, I didn't realize that music was that loud. If I lose, you lose. God damn it. Yeah, man. Beaver, man. Beaver beat that. Hold on, I thought I had a Beaver clip in here.
Happy Mother's Day.
I don't. Beaver was punching that boy into the fucking ropes, bro. Yeah, they don't ass. His fans hate us. They hate us. They tired of our shit. I think they seriously tired of our shit. That shit is funny. Like that Bubba Dub dude is funny as shit, bro. He funny as hell, man. That's a funny motherfucker right there. Yeah, man. But like I said, with them ordering that fight, I don't see him fight. I don't know how he gonna find his way out of it. You know what I'm saying? And him and Canelo probably never be cool again, especially if he get his ass beat. Canelo between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he want to smoke at 75. Nah. I mean, and I hate to keep piling. No, I don't. I'll be lying to you. I don't hate to keep piling it on. He gonna get every bit of smoke we got for him. Nah, he don't want no more at 75. And it's funny because Beaver a damn savage. He told him he'd take his ass down there. He'd take his ass right down to 68 and take them belts. I thought that was funny as hell. So that's my thing for Canelo. He ain't got that many choices. He could bitch up and think because he took a tough fight or what he thought wasn't a tough fight probably going in and it ended up being one. That don't give him the right to take a bullshit fight in his next fight. That's what I was saying earlier. Like I hope he don't have that kind of approach. I would love for this shit to kind of spark something in him and just make him say, fuck it, I want Charlo, Benavidez, everybody. But that's wishful thinking. Like my bro T always say, that'd be too much like right. Ain't no way in hell here. Let me do this. He better take his ass back to 68 where he belongs, because 75 is done for him. I don't think he belonged there anyway. And that's what he get for being selfish. That's another side of it. I was saying that earlier too. The dude just not unified. I keep saying unified. He became undisputed, which means he snatched up all the belts. And I'm not saying there can't be no meaningful fights being made without the belts, but that's being selfish. You kept a whole division basically on hold while you went and selfishly took a challenge that nobody asked you to take, and then you try to polish it and shine it up as you being great or daring to be great when you already tested the waters up there at 75. So miss me with that shit. And it was like a hand picking gone wrong. If people think a cherry pick is us calling it then I got another term, but hand picking going wrong. When you tell me that's not what that was, you all right, we ain't got to call it cherry. Was it hand picking going wrong at least? Yeah, wishful thinking, quick, for sure. They can never scared of Andre the Charlo. No. What I always say over here is you don't get to the level they at being scared. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think you get to that level, but I think he more concerned with messing up his bag and how much he get paid as opposed to him really caring about fighting one. I don't think he's scared of one, but I just don't think it's a tougher pill to swallow if he lose to one of them. It's kind of like how I felt about Kambosos. It's like losing the Loma. That's like a safe loss. It's like it's cool if you lose the Loma because it's the great Lomachenko. But if I go lose the Devin Haney, that's the young loudmouth young kid with all the jewelry. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and not to mention, I think the complexion played a part in that too. You know, so I think it's like it's safer for him to lose the Lomachenko than Devin Haney, and with the same thing with Canelo. For some odd reason, he want the world to believe that Demetrius Andrade is a horrible fighter, the same fighter that's probably in his third weight division because that's where you at. So in a sense, he kind of chasing you, and he ain't lost yet. So it's like that whole he horrible shit. You gotta let it go. I think it's irresponsible. I was saying that earlier. It's irresponsible for Canelo to do that. And people already don't have a brain for themselves sometimes when it comes to sports and boxing in particular. So you out there just instead of giving the fighter his credit or saying, you know what, maybe say even hit him with the he born shit. Say that, man. Say that. I'll let you slide with that. But to say he's a horrible fighter, I think that's a cop out, and that's some coward shit to do that, to try to have your fan base running with that narrative that he's a horrible fighter. And then after that, I had people in my comments talking about Demetrius Andrade struggles with D-level fighters, some stupid shit. I'm like, man, these people don't understand. You get hit in a couple rounds or you lose a round or two don't mean you struggle. After what I seen Saturday, I think Benavidez would be all wrong for him. After what I just seen Saturday, you seen when I don't think he used to people having a confidence in themselves to throw those combinations the way Beaver was throwing them. And then if you notice when Beaver was ripping them combinations like that, he looked uncomfortable, and it kept him honest. He kept his hands at home. He wasn't throwing. He allowed Beaver to rip some combinations that I didn't expect. Like he was getting tagged, man. He was letting him tag him a lot. And it wasn't that he was letting him. I just think usually he used to somebody throwing a couple punches and then getting out of there because they worried about what's coming back. He finally was in front of a guy that it'd been a while since he'd been in front of somebody that wasn't worried about what was coming back. I think Gennady Golovkin was a little like that. I don't think he was as worried about Canelo's power as a lot of his opponents be. And I think it was even worse for Bivol because he was a natural 75-pounder. And even though Canelo took his ass up there before, I don't think he's a natural 75-pounder, even though he's a big dude. But it's different when you fighting at the weight. And I think that showed, but I don't think the weight was the issue. I think it was his lazy approach and his lack of skill. It got exposed. And that fact that he definitely ain't nothing close to the face of boxing either after that. So I think it's safe to say that. The face of boxing, the last time I checked, the real last face of boxing was Floyd Mayweather, and the king of adjustments. No way in hell would he fight he could be winning the motherfucking fight for 12 rounds and still make an adjustment if need be, let alone losing every round and continuing not to make any adjustments is wild to me. Benavidez is an easier match for Canelo than Bivol, but I feel Benavidez can beat Canelo. Benavidez is flat-footed as hell, but he has the pressure and power to bang with you. Yeah, I mean, again, Teach, that's reasonable. That's reasonable, but again, for me, after what I just seen and his lack of adjustments, I don't think it ain't no more easy fights for that dude. All them top dudes, but I get what you saying, easier fight, less difficult of a fight for him. But shit, for me, I think it might be just as difficult. You know what I mean? Because even though Bivol is at 75, I don't think he's looked at as a puncher of 75. You get what I'm saying? And I think him being naturally bigger there, and I think his punches are solid. I just don't think he's a puncher, so to speak. Whereas, like I say, even though he's at a higher weight class, I believe Benavidez is a puncher at least. And not a one punch, but I believe he punched with some bad intent, man. And he trying to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Bivol wasn't trying to hurt him, but you get what I'm trying to say? And Benavidez, he got that volume, and I think that'd be wrong for Canelo. Like I think a lot of people seeing him just countering Benavidez, you know, in between one of his combinations. But if you look at Saturday, and I understand they're different fighters, but in terms of him stringing them punches, that's something Benavidez would do. Ripping them combinations how he was doing to Canelo. I see Benavidez doing that. I think he'll be able to keep Canelo honest more than what people think. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll struggle with that because you fought Floyd. When Floyd beat you up, you know, Floyd, you know, he picks his shots. So he ain't a combination punchers, you know, like Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And Benavidez really let them shits go. So I think that stylistically it'd be tough. I ain't saying he can't win or not catch Benavidez or anything like that, but after what I seen Saturday, I will say I got even more confidence that Benavidez would be a much tougher fight than what I hear some people say. Because some people just like he'd just walk through Benavidez and get him out of there late. I don't think so. I think Benavidez will make that dude work and work hard. And that's the thing, his gas tank. I think Benavidez will test his gas tank. And I don't care who you is, man. You start the gas out, you gonna be in trouble. You gonna be less of yourself. We seen it Saturday. He was gassed. He was winded by at least the 5th round, man. He was winded, yo. That dude was sucking in air. He was tired. And shit, I can't really think of the last fight. Name the last fight you really seen Canelo throwing arm punches, bro. That dude was throwing arm punches after a while. They have great Mexican boxers. Greats who lost, but was damn good. He don't have nothing to hang his head. Nah. I say Canelo should fight Charlo, Andre Benavidez to hang it up. That in a perfect world, Monica, hell yeah. Like, and that's another thing. Like, see, I'm on his ass because I felt like, not because Beaver was a shit opponent. It's just I'm on his ass because nobody was asking for it. You get what I'm saying? And I think regardless of what him and his team say, like maybe they don't use the word cherry pick. Like I think I was saying that earlier, but maybe they say, yo, yeah. Because you got to think, in the fight, he told him to use his experience. Use your experience to beat him, but not telling him how. So I know that was a focal point of theirs. Like, yo, we got about 40 fights over this dude. You get what I'm saying? 41 fights over this dude. We got more experience. You know what I mean? Them 19 fights ain't enough. You know, maybe his power, he ain't looked at as a devastating puncher, but I believe his power, not only did it surprise me, because I didn't think it would be able to bother Canelo like that, but it surprised Canelo because he mentioned twice in that post-fight interview right in the ring that he felt that power. He mentioned it on 2 different occasions. So if you want to throw spins, then cool. Yeah. I mean, he could fight all them dudes though in a perfect world, man. But like I said, shit, like TV saying that'd be too much like right. And as far as hanging his head, nah, he ain't gotta hang his head, but he gotta I think that loss happened because he needed to be fighting the people in his division, yo, instead of playing around. And like I said, I thought it was selfish. People could say he was daring to be great. You got a whole division tied up, bro. Other people want to fight. You know, his laptop updated itself as soon as I got back in. Benavidez in 10. I'm telling you. Jamal in 9. Boo Boo UD. I'm telling you, man. User experience means I can't tell you shit. Mean basically like, yo, you on your own. Remember that shit I taught you? I don't know exactly what shit, but you remember that shit I taught you? Yeah, go out there and do that shit. Whatever it is, remember I taught you. Go out there. And then go out there. And that's what he did, man. Sent this man out there blind. And it was like a 2 against 1. It's like how T.O. Pops, T.O. Sr. did him. Did his son the same way, bro. Did him just like that. He said, hey, man, what's wrong? Get this kid out of here. Knock him out. He don't belong in there. You too strong. And then he turned around and said, calm down. Take your time. In the same round, in the same 60 seconds, he said that. I'm like, yeah, this dude out of control, bro. You can get your son beat the fuck up. And yeah, man, that trainer of the year shit, man. Didn't he get that before? Overrated, bro. Sorry, he overrated. I think Lara deserves a rematch than GGG for Canelo. Yeah, I wish Lara would have got the rematch like right after the fight happened, but unfortunately for Lara and for most boxers, you know, Father Time has been on his ass lately. He still can fight a little bit, but I think that'd be a dangerous fight for Lara right now. Canelo playing with that weight so much, man. I don't even know where they'd fight at because I doubt if he'll ever be at 60 again. Canelo, I'd be surprised if he do. But I thought for Triple G, if they was gonna do a trilogy, I always said they should have did it like on some back-to-back-to-back type shit. Now it's years later, Triple G 40. By the time they fight, he probably be closer to 41. I don't see him beating Canelo in no rematch. Or him or Lara at this point, I don't. Because, you know, they've gotten a little bit older, man. Lara have to pull some magic out, man. That'd be tough. That'd be a tough fight for him, for both of them dudes. And I think that's why he was willing to entertain a Triple G rematch, because he already know that dude getting older, man. And it's just get tougher. This boxing is a young man sport, man. And they know that. So if you can get Triple G back in there again, it's just like an easy win. Back to back fighting old people, yeah, you might be right, T. He might be back. He might be back on his BS, man. Might be back on it. But that's not. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Cause I don't want to see it, man. Just get the people the fights that they want to see. I don't think that's crazy. I think that's what fighters supposed to do. Real fighters. I think some of his opponent selection and him going the route he go, it calls fighters to get certain opponents when it should be his ass type shit. It shouldn't even be no Jamal and Selecki. It should be him and Jamal. I don't think Canelo has a gas tank issue. He simply punched himself out. He went full steam with those punches in the initial round. Told the media he has to start early against Bivol. Shit, if he start any earlier, he gonna really be done. But I say gas tank issues, not just that fight. I've seen it in the past. It's a point where, you know, I have to just, I could go pull his record up and just look at some of them fights and try to get back. It's a few fights I seen him get tired in. And to me, I always felt like he had some gas tank issues. And that's part of the reason why I felt like he's kind of changed his fighting style. Like, not style, but his approach. It's not his style that he changes, the approach. Like, he's more lazy, even more selective with his shot selection, you know, with his punch output. Like, he throws even less punches, in my opinion, than he used to. So it's like, I think that's by design, and I think that's the kind of conserve the gas tank that he do got. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you force him to fight, he one of them dudes too, you're going to see him get tired. I always, like, it's a few fights I seen him, like, he looked like he be sucking air. And I ain't saying fighters can't, you know, get their second win and shit like that. But to me, I always thought Canelo had, for a minute in his fights, it was looking like he had issues with the gas tank. Then mysteriously, that kind of looked like it vanished for some fights. Then it's like you've seen it again in this fight when he blew his load like an amateur in 4 or 5 rounds trying to get a knockout. Yeah, man. This could be the string of some shit, you know. All it be taking is one, especially in boxing. I ain't saying he ain't gonna be this, you know, but go ahead and play if you want to. His mentality, like, Bivol was breaking him in there. Face salute, bro. He just relies on his power now. Yeah, and that's a fact. And that's what I said about his approaches is lazy. You know what I'm saying? He got more to offer than just that. He used to give Andre Ward 2 fights before fighting Canelo because he went and out. Andre Ward a little old. But I say if he's able to, you know, physically get back to where he was at when he left, yeah. Yep. I say that the Andre Ward that retired, that if he can get back to that level, yeah, I'll pick him to beat Canelo. Because he's just too crafty, too smart. And that basic approach, throwing power punches like that, that's definitely not beating nobody like Andre Ward. Andre Ward will outfight him in the inside. He'll outdog him in the inside. He could pick him apart from outside. Yeah, man. Andre Ward definitely go to his body. Andre Ward will beat Canelo up, in my opinion. He did that at 54 and 60 at 75 heavy, so maybe it just showed up again. Facts. Yep. Because I'll be honest, I always thought he had some gas taking issues, yeah. I always did. And I think that's why it's like, he ain't going to admit as much, but I think that's why he tried to compensate for the gas taking issues with a lesser punch output. You know what I'm saying? And he might not admit that, but I think that's what it is. I know Ward been out for a while. Yeah, he been out for a while, and the reason why I said if he can get back to where he was when he retired, because that's one of the reasons he did retire. I think it was something with his knees and him saying his body told him that it was time. So he got up out of there before, before somebody that wasn't supposed to beat him was able to beat him. Monica stayed trying to stick Canelo in there with the senior citizens. Man, yo. Yeah, man. Ward was my guy. He's too crafty. He's very crafty in there, man. He would have gave Canelo fits. He'd have gave him fits. He know it. That's why he wouldn't dare. He only 38. He been retired 6 years. Yeah, it's shit. 38 with all them years just sitting. But even with all that, if that man can get back to where he was at when he retired, yeah. The one that beat Kovalev, yeah, I'll pick him to beat Canelo. Just a smarter fighter. That lazy shit ain't working against no Andre Ward. In my opinion, it wouldn't. Benavidez would give Canelo problems with his activity and size. Nah, I'm thinking that, and after what I just seen Saturday, like I said, like how many fighters have you really seen that string together combinations the way Bivol was doing? And every time he did it, you never seen him punching really in between that and just catch Bivol. Maybe he might have did it here or there, but not really. When Bivol was letting his hands go, he had that dude with his hands home, trying to, use his upper body movement, leaning against the ropes. He was on his ass, in my opinion, man. He was on his ass, and it kept him honest. That's what I noticed. It was able to keep him honest. And if you're able to keep Canelo honest, then that means you're going to lower his output. So, you know what I mean? That lessens his chances of winning, I guess. You know what I mean? Especially if you somebody that got a chin. Now, I ain't saying Caleb Plant ain't got no chin, but if you can't hurt Canelo, you on borrowed time. You really got to spend that whole fight. You damn near got to fight a perfect fight, because 9 times out of 10, he going to be able to hurt you. And I thought that was interesting, too, in the fight. He wasn't able to hurt people. He wasn't able to hurt him. I'm not saying he can't hurt him, but he just wasn't able to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something I noticed. Them punches just didn't do that much. And I think some of it was due to, Canelo just straight up blowing his load, like, you know what I mean? And throwing all hard punches. And that's my thing, man. That's why we got to be on his ass a little bit, though. Yeah, he probably going to fight Triple G with it. Because Triple G still cool with that payday. Still want that payday from that boy. Canelo felt combos and he punches hard, too, probably overwhelmed. And that's what I'm saying. So, Benavidez punch with, bad intent. Bad intentions, and he's gonna be looking to hurt him, and he's gonna be throwing combinations unless, he catch him in between them joints. He gonna have a tough night in the office because we just seen he don't have a high punch output at all, and that approach plodding forward. Depending on the fighter, he can cut the ring. If you actually can move, then he gonna follow you around until he get close. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna throw hard hooks to the body, to the head. You get what I'm saying? It's like he throw all hooks and body shots. You hear exactly what Bivol said. Like, you know what I'm saying? He punched that man all on the arms for 12 rounds. Punched that man on his arms. And then I thought what was telling for me, when I seen him split Bivol guard with that uppercut and it didn't hurt him, like how he usually hurt or at least get people attention, when I seen like he was just like a regular punch, that was just as good as landing a regular jab to him. Like he didn't, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, he in trouble, because the normal shit that usually keep his opponents honest and keep them retreating or from throwing punches, that shit, none of that shit was the factor or the case with Bivol. He was able to just fight through all of that shit. I just thought that was impressive. But Lion Ryan, while his former idol Canelo was losing, he was tweeting and running his mouth. Came back on. He said, bro, he was running his mouth, and I joked about it. I said, I wonder if Canelo made that call in there to Suleiman and got him to order that fight, since Ryan thinks shit's sweet out here. You know what I'm saying? Canelo need to get his conditioning up and get in the gym and change his game plan and be more active. Even if Canelo's somewhat overrated, he's a good fighter. No, he's a good fighter. The overrated thing for me, like, I try not to call fighters that because of certain terms get used, but I definitely get what you're saying. I'm not saying you call them overrated, but I definitely got you. But for me, it's like it's subjective. It's all depending on which set of Canelo fans you're talking.
As soon as Canelo got back to the hotel room and he seen Ryan tweets. He called Mauricio Sulaiman.
ASAP.
You see what he said? Did you see what he said?
This kid, man, did you see his Twitter?
Pitbull. He did 2 words.
Mm-hmm.
Pitbull.
Pitbull. He called Pitbull like, Pitbull, it's your night. It's your night. I got you to fight. It's your night. I got you to fight.
I got perfect fight for you.
Telling you, it's your night. I got you to fight.
Fight for
Watch. He's gonna be rooting for Pitbull. Gonna have his gloves on. Watch. Next fight, Pitbull gonna wear Canelo gloves. Watch. He gonna have them gloves on, bro.
Garcia.
I'm telling you. So what's your feel on it? You think he gonna try to weasel his way out? You think he gonna come up with this?
Not fighting Pitbull Cruz.
You don't think he gonna get in there?
Fuck no.
Man, that'd be very disappointing if he don't, bro. He can't just play like that. And his idol became his rival because he was in love with Canelo.
Hey, just do. I've been listening to the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, when you came on, you said Ryan Garcia had said something on Twitter. He seemed excited about it. When the last time you saw him this excited about a fight?
Facts.
Tank.
So is he necessarily excited?
No. What I'm saying is against Tank, right?
yeah, facts. And it didn't happen. Yeah, I see where you're going.
No.
He do that, but see, this is why it's good to bring it to the table, because if he do that, I'm doing a follow-up. You weasel your way out of this if you want. Like, I will dedicate a whole live to you. I don't care if it's one person in here.
I used to fuck with Ryan Garcia, bro. Not finished fucking with Ryan Garcia, bro. This man pump fake. He said he was gonna fight Tank. I made video. This nigga said he was gonna fight motherfucking Fortuna. I made videos. This nigga said he was gonna fight motherfucking Pacquiao. I waited for a second, made video. This nigga said he was gonna fight Joe. I made it, bro. Fuck him.
Tev. Damn, Tevin Farmer.
And I made a video about that too, bro.
Yeah, he was on a tear, man. I said that. I could have swore I either made a video. I think I made a video, about that. Yeah, I think I had got up to like 5 or 6 names that he didn't fight. I thought that was bogus, man. The most bogus one to me outside of the Pacquiao one, because I laugh at shit that ain't probably necessarily funny to the next person. The fact that they threatened legal action, that was funny to me. Like, boy, you say our name one more again in that media and we on your ass. We suing you, bro. You ain't fighting us and you need to stop telling people that, bro. And then outside of that, the worst one though was going on Mike Tyson podcast. You disrespect. Mike Tyson better not never let you back up there after that. Did you see how geeked he was? Yo, he was geeked like a kid in a candy store thinking that shit was gonna happen. Man, this dude, your career is over and nobody's gonna take you serious if you don't fight me next. Boy, you ain't fighting nobody next. You fought Emmanuel. I ain't never heard of that dude. And you didn't look good. I don't want to say you struggled, but you was lackluster. Dude only wanted to survive, and you was just glad that it wasn't somebody that could knock you out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Canelo finna be happy if this fucking Pitbull beat Ryan. Hell yeah, he gonna be happy. He gonna be laughing. He gonna call Pitbull. I told you, Pitbull, it was your night. I told you. He throwing him the alley right now. Ryan was gonna fight, man. He would have been a whooping on Ryan. Man, that boy would have got fucking destroyed. He would have got his career ended, man. No bullshit. Manny Pacquiao would have knocked Ryan Garcia smooth out. And that would have been very bad for him. And it would have, you think he thought he had issues now. Boy, he would have been a meme too. And he already a little fragile mentally. Nah, man, he don't want that. He don't need that happening. The last thing he needs is for him to be like a permanent meme for about a solid month. That might break him. He don't need that. I think he I don't know, man. He gonna have to bring his A game. He can't get out of this fight, on some real shit. If he do that, man, I'm on his ass for real, bro. I'm telling you. Ryan barely has footwork and don't know how to cut off the ring. Yeah, I was telling somebody that earlier. I was saying that about him earlier. His footwork is limited as fuck. His footwork limited, and he got I don't know, he don't got the best feet. And his shits be out of position sometimes. Like, and he fight too straight up. He fights straight up and down. And he don't bend the waist, you know what I mean? He don't bend them knees, he don't bend at the waist. He don't do none of that. He's straight. And he keep that chin straight too. That's why I think Pitbull, I could see Pitbull throwing one of them sweeping hooks, boy. Woo, catching him on the tip of his chin. Man. And I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be like when Luke Campbell did it. And the difference between them, we already know. If Ryan Garcia get dropped by Pitbull Cruz, that boy is going for broke. We gonna try to split his shit, yo. I'm telling you. That shit gonna be bad. Crush was good, bro.
Chilling soon he see blood trickling. He ain't even got to drop him first. Once he see that he's making Ryan's nervous line tremble, he gonna get him. He's a game dog. I do like that about ACEEPT Cruz. He's one of those dudes. He comes to do exactly that, and then the moment he sees it on you, he's gonna try to get you out of there, man. You know what I mean? So, if we know Ryan shit, he can't box on the back foot. He can't get out of fucking shit. He ain't got no footwork. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no footwork. And that's a dude who don't know how to neutralize and deal with pressure. You know what I'm saying? If he wind up doing it, it would be a shocker. He won't be too good at it because he probably haven't been working on it. So we gonna see, man. But
I feel like that's going with why it'll be another reason it's gonna be a tough fight, because we know what Pitbull is aiming to do: get in your chest, close the distance, and break you. We gonna try to break you. And I know he see the same shit we see, but that chin being in the air, that shit like serving it. It's like holding the plate. You get what I'm saying? On the platter, it's like holding the ball on the tee and asking a pro batter to hit a home run. You get what I'm saying? What you think they're gonna smack that shit? And that's just really what it is. And he cannot, and I repeat, he cannot fight backing up. If he is forced back, he is in trouble, man. He too straight up and down, yo. And his defensive ability is limited. And the fact that his feet and his upper body don't always be on the same accord, he ain't going to be able to get out of the way of some of that shit. He going to be right there to get clipped. And I can see him trying to hold. And I can see Pitbull trying to pull out and continuing to work, man. Like, Rolly really roughed him up in that sparring. That shit showed me some shit, man. He was roughing his ass all the way up. Yeah. Big Cheesy, salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. Put East, Lost Boyle Heights, Big East. So let's go, Pitbull. Yeah, man, Pitbull might really telling you, man. He still ain't learned to keep that chin tucked. And that's pivotal. That shit gonna come back to bite him in his ass. You can't keep serving your chin up on a platter.
Okay, let me ask you a question. T2, everybody in the chat. All right. Now, if Ryan wins this fight, does he get respect?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And that's why
I got my jokes back.
That's why my man name is Just Do, and that's why we fuck with him. Because
and you know what? Just to go a little bit further, to be fair,
yeah.
Even if he lost, depending on how he lost, I would still respect him. If you got in there and you was in there with a dude that looked like he had your number, but you fought,
right?
I would truly respect it. Right. I would truly respect it. Like, I gave him his credit. I gave him his just due. Like I said, you can't say he got dropped without finishing the rest of the story. You get what I'm saying? That's like you trying to set up something to fit your narrative. I understand he's shaky. You can say that, but then you can say he showed some heart. He got up and he definitely stopped dude. But I think the big difference is intensity, dog, and heart. And we all know if Pitbull get you down, man. You see how he got on Gamboa ass. He gonna get on you, and it's gonna be bad.
Food on the table.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Like, you cannot keep serving your chin up on a tee and thinking they ain't gonna smack a home run. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing he gonna be trying to hit is a fucking home run.
And you know one thing I think is a little overkill, and I don't knock nobody for feeling this way. That statement right there.
What's that?
Not that one, but he's a mini Mike Tyson.
Oh.
I think that get used a little loosely because there's a few guys we have put that title on. To me, he don't look like a mini Mike Tyson. He more so remind me of a different type of brawler. Like, if you want to compare him to like a style of a heavyweight, Not Mike Tyson. He more like Burt Cooper. We going forward.
For me, when I mentioned Tyson, I think of Tyson a little bit when I see him, only because of the bobbing and weaving and the kind of peekaboo. So that's as far as the Tyson shit goes for me. Like, not just in terms of, some people don't really be giving it context. They just say like mini Mike Tyson, just in terms of the bobbing and weaving. You know what I'm saying? I think it's effective for him being a small dude and sometimes going against the bigger dudes. But
now you know who
that's where it stopped for me right there. The bobbing and weaving.
Who he kind of remind me of because of that style. But we don't know how good he can box. But because like that little thing in Tyson, you know, about Tyson that we see in him, and that's it. He don't have that power and nothing else with Tyson.
Yeah.
A little bit, I kind of see a little David Tua in him. You see what I'm saying? But he could be more like Tua if we can actually see if this guy can box and he can fight. Not saying he's shitty.
Yeah.
Sometimes some dudes are just fighters and some guys are boxers. You got to know the difference. He's more so like a fighter, but
yes,
I can see a little David Tua in him. But I got to see him use some boxing. But he reminds me of David Tua because David Tua come forward. You know what I'm saying? He'll pressure the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of throw his punches somewhat like David Tua. Now he may have more so like the intensity of a Tyson, but like I said, Tyson wasn't the only fearless, fearful dude and pressure guys. Ray Mercer was like that. Roberto Duran was like that. There was so many guys.
That's who I wanted to say. Who he fight like Duran.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, he mind you up with Duran. You see what I'm saying? Because Duran was
fair.
Yeah. Duran and David Tua will probably be like the best of two out of, for me. But yeah, about as far as Tyson, everything just said. But yeah, Ryan beats this dude. Yeah, now he gets to just do that he's been trying to get before actually really proving himself. And then all fair. Okay, now he can get into fighting the dogs because this is the fight. This fight right here is the eliminator to who gets in the big dance. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be up there with the Fab Five, Final Four, whatever it is up there. We know what's up there. This is the fight for either one of these guys to take that big step into getting a marquee fights. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, the boy got a following. Hopefully, he had that following in boxing. You see what I'm saying? The kid turned people against him when he started doing that fucked up shit. You see what I'm saying? Now you can, have all the girls you want, but man, you got to stay busy. You see what I'm saying? You can't be a fucking internet lover and then want to play boxing, bro. You gotta box, bro. If you go into at the same time, bro, don't do it. And we see men in boxing do both, We see some of the men in boxing, some of the biggest whores of goddamn sports, but we seen them hold it down. You see what I'm saying? So you got to stay focused in on your sport, and then when you focus like that, then what you do outside, you have that same focus too. You won't let that get in the way. And I think that's what happened with Ryan Garcia in a way. I think his success on Instagram really took his mind somewhere else, and it sort of caused some little delusion because he felt as though he was like the face of boxing and a money fight and all that. No, bro, because even though you have all these fighters, maybe about between 7 and 10% of them will watch you box. You see what I'm saying? That's outside the chicks. That's outside the little girls and shit. You got a couple guys following you. Some of them probably fuck with boxing a little bit. I'll be checking shit out. You know what I mean? But yeah, you gotta be into the shit. But man, whoever wins this fight, they go to the next stage and it'll be on. But who would be more exciting? Who would you rather see go to the next stage, meaning to win out this fight? Who career would more be interesting? Would it be Ryan's or would it be ACEEPT Cruz?
That's a good question. So who present more? Who's ceiling is higher? I guess. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to tell a lot.
Now, respectfully, it would be Ryan Garcia because he's more popular than ACEEPT Cruz.
Mhm.
Let's just keep that real. It ain't got nothing to do. I'm just talking about far as boxing. He is. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it would be Ryan. We'll see, but that don't mean that the loser is over for him. You know, that means, okay, I took a lesson out this loss.
Mhm.
All right, let us go back, do some things, and jump right back on a nice competitor that's going to get you that next step. Don't start going backwards and try to make that shit count. Because
That's a fact.
people like us is going to be on your ass.
Yeah.
The thing is he really gonna do it? That's my only thing. I want to believe it.
Yeah.
I want to believe he gonna do it because it's a good fight, but I didn't believe shit. He was gonna fight a few good fights, goddamn.
I think what gave me the most confidence is that they ordered it. And it's like, if you do some extra shit to get out of this, bro, we definitely got every right to be on your ass. Ashley, appreciate you for sliding through. Yeah,
What's
man,
up, Ash?
we gonna be on his ass, bro.
Yeah.
Telling you. And I ain't gonna hesitate to pull that trigger, boy. All right, boy, you gonna get it, because you get up out of that, that's gonna be crazy, man. I don't, you know, and they ordering it. And then you speaking on it, saying, you know, like, this dude can't run from you. What the hell he said in that shit? He said some shit in there, man. Talking about this little dude ain't gonna be able to run from him. Fuck he said? I'm so excited. The fight just got ordered by the WBC. So little chance this man escapes from his fate when he enters the ring with me. Let go Pitbull, roof, time to make it happen. Don't do anything weird. Let's give the fans what they want. You see what I'm saying? So you doubling down. So you giving me a reason, like, bro, you doubling down. You're doubling down. So, hey, man, we expect this fight next from you. And I don't want to see nothing else out of you. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's been very coincidental within the falling of the Juice crew?
Mm-hmm.
None of these dudes had any dog in them.
Yeah, when they get rough, right? If it ain't going their way.
None of them had a dog in them. They just the dudes. They still got.
Well, look, Chris, I ain't gonna do him like that. Valdez ain't.
Yeah, Valdez got.
He ain't really break. He
The rest
ain't really
of them,
break.
no.
He got frustrated. He ain't quit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Valdez is the only one, but the rest of them.
Yeah, because he tough as shit.
No dog. I was excluding him.
But I guess it's not that Valdez don't got dog, but you could see like he could be mentally broken.
Yeah,
mentally
he's trying to fight, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You could tell.
I think he's more so foot. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're saying the same. I'm saying frustrated. You saying broken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Them dudes are easy to break mentally, yo.
Mm-hmm. You can get to him. Yeah, he gonna keep fighting because physically, that's a tough dude. He done fought with the broke jaw, all that type of shit. He gonna fight. He gonna try to dog it out, but you just seen the frustration, like T said, settle in, and it's like you ain't give up physically because you're in there fighting, but it's like it's like, you know, you got that look on your face, like, man, damn.
I can't touch this nigga, dog.
Yeah, it's like, God damn, what I'm supposed to do. And then when you going back to your corner and they look just as confused as you or worse, it's like your confidence gotta go, you know, start to slip and falter, like as you like.
I think what he's Big Cheese, he said he feels as though Valdez needs to work harder. You know what?
I don't think
he needs to work harder.
Smarter.
Smarter.
For sure.
Hard.
I know what he's saying, yeah, but smarter. Because I even say, like, even when it comes to in terms of like creating content, it's like you could work harder, but I always try to keep that in mind too, to be smart with it. You gotta take the smarts with it so that it account for something, and you ain't just working hard. You get what I'm saying? You want to make it count, and that's where I think it is with Valdez. Like, you know, you already work hard, but you just need to make the work count. And the things that you lack, you just need to work on and be real with yourself. There's some things you need to work on. That's all.
Where he needs to work smart at. He gonna need somebody else.
I think so too.
Yeah, real though. Hey, let's get on there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And also at this point, Slick holding them folks back.
Yeah.
Look, he ain't doing shit for them in them corners, yo.
Nope.
He ain't doing shit for them in them
No
corners.
instruction. So if anybody, you know, Valdez people, if y'all listening, we don't dislike him, we like him. You know what I mean? But that kid want to stay up there and and the next time he gets in a chess match and he can put on a better performance and have a better chance of being more successful, he's going to need a thinker as his trainer. A trainer that's a thinker, not a guy who's known for, conditioning and everything, because then when you get fight time, you can't tell him shit. You could have threw somebody from the audience to go up there and tell hey man, you need to do this.
I think we could have me, you, and Just Do could have gave him a little better instructions than that day.
Nah, for real though, bro. For real.
Could have. You see what I'm saying? We definitely could have. See what I'm saying?
This shit might sound far-fetched, but it's real.
We could have told him some shit.
Nah, I'm telling you, real shit. Like, we sitting here like, bro, because y'all ain't gonna tell him. Somebody need to tell this dude. Getting his ass beat. You ain't telling him nothing.
It don't get talked about enough. Sometimes the moment be too big for the trainers and shit.
That too.
Because look how he was looking.
When shit hit the fan, the moment can be too big for the trainer.
That Beevil fight. Look at the Shakur fight and that Beevil fight. There's some similarities there, man.
For real though, bro. He panicked, bro. Dude didn't know what, bro. It's like,
hey, T, good point. We always saying that when them fighters get under the bright lights, it be them trainers.
Yeah, the trainer, it matter too. Look, bro, I don't know if y'all seen the episode. Y'all got kids and shit. Y'all probably seen. It's a SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob brain was his brain was malfunctioning. Everything exploded. He had people in his head running around. Cloud cabins was everywhere and shit. That was in Renoso, bro. It's like his brain had exploded, and everybody in his brain was running around looking for information that
they couldn't find.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, did he just tell that man use your experience, nigga? What the fuck you been doing this whole time? They let you know he don't be there. Ryan Garcia was not lying, but the man don't be there.
Use your experience. Y'all think y'all so good or y'all chemistry so good you ain't gotta be there, and he just gonna know what to do. Oh, use your experience. Remember that shit I taught you? I don't remember exactly what shit it is I taught you that I'm telling you to go do, but remember that shit? Go do it. Like, nah, bro. Tell that man what to do. You're in that corner looking lost. Looking just as lost as your fighter, and then you imagine what that do to his confidence. It's like, it's up to you. If that moment is too big for the fighter, damn sure shouldn't be for you. You supposed to be able to reel your fighter back in there and get through to him and be able to get him to execute. That's all I'm saying. And you ain't see none of that. I seen a dude that they want to think is so unbeatable, not make an adjustment for 12 rounds to get dominated, and then for this trainer, man, it's time for us to take a look, man. You got back-to-back losses, bro. And the biggest fights against people that's willing to fight back with a certain style, like was in one of them, and then you caught something in the next one. So it's like, I don't know, how good are you? Or did you just run into a talent, a pretty solid talent, you know what I mean? And then you found a way to kind of manipulate and try to beat the system, and then it caught up to you Saturday night too. It's quote unquote chasing greatness shit that you're trying to do. Tank and Rolly, yeah, for sure.
Rolly came out recently and said something. Tank is going to get real hurt. He's going to get hurt real bad. Okay. Okay, Rolly. Okay. We hear you. But if you think that you gonna catch Tank just like that, nigga, you crazy. Your punch placement ain't shit, bro. Your punch placement ain't shit. That man can box. He gonna see that shit coming. He gonna dip that shit. He gonna fuck with Leo Santa Cruz's fucking ass. I'm trying to tell y'all, he gonna really open for that.
Another problem is gonna come if he land a punch and Tank be right like on some shit, and it don't bother him how you normally see it bother people. And you be like, all right, damn, this nigga
take the fucking punch, yo.
This nigga got a chin too. God damn, and he's just gonna beat him up, and I really believe he gonna fuck him up because he don't like him. You know what I'm saying? He really have a boxing background. Mayweather called him out on it. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they do too much. That's one of the problems in boxing. Allow us to give people their credit and us to see the stars or the fighters for who they are. Stop trying to force feed us this shit. Same thing with these quote-unquote great trainers. Because I'm starting to see outside of one fighter, motherfuckers don't be nothing close to great. You know what I'm saying? And not to be an asshole all the way. I know a trainer is important to some degree, so I ain't stupid, but it's like I'm starting to feel like some of these fighters can get as far as they got without these quote unquote trainers. As soon as they run into a roadblock,
it's a personal fight. Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? They fucking they lack of experience, so to speak, kind of get exposed. Or their lack, you know what? They might have experience, but the lack of knowledge along the way with the experiences get exposed. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, you might have got the years in, but it should be no reason why you wasn't able to at least instruct your fighter to do something different.
Right.
There's just no way. And that's all I'm saying. At least one time. Shot is low. This is 60 plus fights in, bro. Like you fought like how, you know, a strong amateur fight, or not even a strong amateur, just a beginner in the pros that, you know, you strong. So you come in there and just try to blast your guy out. And then you blow your load in the process. Now you got to fight for real. That's what happened. And I just don't know. I don't know how you have that much experience yourself as a fighter and that much experience in this quote unquote great trainer. And y'all couldn't come up with a game plan better than that one.
They both underestimated B-Rod. The thing is, even if a fighter, even if, now we blame Canelo still though, right? But even if a fighter get complacent as a trainer, you got to keep him right. Because you go as far as he go, to be real with you.
Yeah.
You can't fight for him. So you got to stay on him. You got to be his, basically what a trainer is he your mind. You the body, he your mind. He can see shit that you can't see. You know what I mean? Your eyes, he can see shit you can't see. From angles, you can't see it. So he tell you supposed to, that's why Derrick James been on Spence like that. And Jamel. He you gotta listen type shit. Because he sees shit that you don't see. You know what I mean? Sometimes he give you the confidence because he sees shit you don't see. You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, he tagging me. You go back to the corner, hey man, he tagging you because you're doing this, you're doing that. It don't even gotta be really that what you're doing necessarily. You know what I mean? But it's just the fact, you know. You got to say something to your guy. You know what I mean? Say something to the nigga, bro, to keep him out of. You know what I mean? That man said your experience. That man said, remember what we worked on. Normally when the coach said, remember what we worked on, he tell you what y'all worked on.
Exactly. And it's like in this case, he's just telling them shit from all the shit I taught you. You don't know what to do. Almost, right?
He wasn't even being a motivator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at all. Like, and you know what? It's funny that you said that. Like, because where that shit at, man? Damn, I think I took it off, man. I did, man. With Charlo and Derrick James. Remember, you was here yesterday though. I had played that little clip for Remember, Charlo was working out and Derrick James was talking. And he was speaking on like motivating because he was saying like he know all the little tricks and things that fighters say to try to stall. And Charlo was doing that crazy like that workout, raising back up, punching it back, going back down, coming back up. And he was like, "Damn, I did like 20 already." Something he said.
Do 30. He said you did 20. You was 20. Do 30.
Yeah, 30. You know what I'm saying. You get 20, you get 20. You get 30, you get 30. Like basically,
He said you did 20 when you was 20. 30, so do 30.
See, he's saying like you got to know to say the right shit to motivate your fighter, and he just he don't know
what to say to him.
He's a very underappreciated trainer. I seriously doubt you will ever hear that man in the corner not knowing what to tell his fighter. You will never see that.
How you talking about Derrick James? I thought you was reading somebody comment and said Eddie Reynoso underappreciated.
Oh no! Derrick James is one of the most underappreciated fighters. I mean, trainers in boxing, yo. He really is. That shit, like, man, how real is it that your fighter won?
Hey, one time, bro, I don't know what fight it was, dog, but it was Roger and Floyd. I think it was the Shane fight, bro. I think it was the Shane fight or something. I don't know what round it was though, but Floyd got back to the corner and so Floyd said that right, said, "Don't do that again." He said,
that was the T.I.
Don't do that. Don't do that again.
I think that was the 5th round.
He said, "Get back." He said, "Get back to the game plan." He's like, "Don't go in there and fight that man like that again." Like as soon as he said that, he said, "Don't do that again." He said, "Don't do that again." Like, you know what you did? He said, "Don't give him that." Like, you making it easy for him, but as soon as he sat down, that shit was so funny to me. I said, "Don't do that again."
Yeah.
I said, "Dog."
Which trainer?
Roger.
It was Roger.
It was
Roger.
Oh
man, yeah, man.
Roger. He said, don't do that no more. He said something of that ill. Don't do that again. Don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But as soon as Floyd ass hit the seat though, dog.
Yeah.
He ain't even get the right
besides Eddie would be a good trainer for Canelo? Shit, that not to sound crazy, Derek James, fake. Derek James. Derek Bradley, salute, bro. Appreciate you.
Who would you think besides Eddie would be a good trainer for Canelo? Calvin Ford. I be trying to say everybody Calvin Ford though. Cause I think he underrated.
Yeah, him too though, T. Yeah.
Calvin
Ford.
He need to get trainer of the year, man. That's cool, man.
And Calvin Ford do this shit every day. Even when he's not with Tank, he wake up every day, go to a gym and train plenty of kids, like hundreds of kids damn near throughout the whole day. I know he train hundreds of kids every day, and then he go train Tank. You know what I mean? So he always training, training somebody. He always got his mind working on this good training though. But Calvin Ford have him right. Him and Tank already, sleep cool. They got some kind of relationship.
He's been around Tank since Tank was a kid.
You know what I mean? So Calvin Ford.
T.O. could use a new trainer. He need to add. If he don't want to get rid of his pops, he just need to add to his corner and bring somebody in that they equally trust that could, help them move forward as a team. Because I think they peaked out. I think they hit their peak in terms of success, and as a team, I don't see them reaching no new heights together.
To add some shit to his game, it's like he had more shit than. It's like he Dagger. He had more shit than this at first. It's like he got so comfortable not having to use the shit. He don't know how to use them because he tried to box in this fight. He just couldn't even move his goddamn self to box.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He couldn't move himself to box.
He
got so used to not having to box, not boxing. And when you do some shit long enough, you lose it.
I'll tell you what.
Having hops, and when you got hops and you just stop doing shit, and then you go back and you think you got hops again, you don't.
Yeah, for real. I think if he gonna look to even train people, if that was a possibility, he damn sure better not train them how he fought Saturday, because that shit is bogus. Not teach nobody that.
Him train somebody, man, he gonna be
humble now after Cambosis. I hope he is humble, and I hope that's how he approaches fights from now on. And I ain't saying don't be confident, don't be you, but get back to the young kid that was locked in and focused. That was impressive.
That nigga ain't humble. That man still don't believe he lost.
See, that's the issue for me, because that's denial, bro. You lost.
Eddie Hearn is the reason that he lost, man.
Yeah, talking about it was some conspiracy. He was saying something because they knew what I was going to do with it, because it makes it easy for Devin to become undisputed.
Yeah, they know Devin to have the belt. That's why they made.
Yeah, he talking about because if I won the belts, I was going to vacate him, and then to make harder for Devin to get all of the belt. Like what? You just drew. You just came up with that just now. Like literally, as they just said something to you, literally just came up with that. Right, for real, he just came up with that shit. I said, this dude is delusional, man. You out of touch with reality, bro. You gotta chill, man. Gotta chill. He tripping. Losing his damn brain, man. You better get in there with Barboza, one of them top dogs, and get your ass handed to you if that's what's gonna happen. Because if you go in there with your pops, I'm telling you now, don't be stupid. You better go work with somebody. Wasn't he supposed to be working with Reynoso too?
You're right. You need to stay the fuck away from him.
Yeah, I about to say, don't start juicing, bro. And then on top of that, they're not gonna teach you shit.
Juicing alone, not enough, clearly.
They're gonna try to turn you, make you think you're a one-punch knockout artist, and you're gonna go in there on that Valdez.
That juice working. You feel it? That juice. Swing.
If he trains him, I feel like he could be good based off of experience with different styles. I mean, it's possible. Just don't teach him to actually box. And that's my thing. Canelo and his approach, a little lazy. Like he don't be trying to win rounds in these fights. He be trying to get the knockout, and you could just see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, because I think the big difference Saturday night was the shit that normally work and wear people down. It just Beaver wasn't going for it. It was so ineffective against that dude. You know what I'm saying? He really left the fight with not so much as a fucking a glove burn. Like he didn't even have that on his face. He didn't have an abrasion, like some swelling over here. Like he already come in with bags that look like he got knotted up a little bit. And
his fight got him tired out.
All that punching. It's like You know what that reminded me of now? Looking back at it, like a big brother fighting a little brother, and they mad, so they just throwing mad punches and shit. And then you just get tired. It's like you cry and throw a bunch of punches and don't hurt the person. I swear that's what that was. It's like you just fought your big brother and couldn't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing punches, then you got tired toward the end, and then you kind of got, you know what I mean, humbled a little bit by getting beat up. And then you kind of realize you can't fuck with your big brother, so you probably don't want to do that again. Because that's exactly what that was. I swear, yo.
My big brother got 6 years on me, so understand I've been there a few times. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that was. You just winging shots, and he kind of letting you do it, blocking him, and he hit you with some shit and calm you down.
Put you in the headlock and shit. Put you in
the headlock. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for Canelo, he was stubborn, so it took him 12 rounds to realize he couldn't
for 20 minutes. I was stubborn too. Put you in the headlock for 20 minutes. You can't move and shit right there. You hot as hell and they're sitting and shit. That shit with me.
Like, yo, you done?
You got to probably say you done after 30 minutes of struggling and shit. You got your shirt grazed hair from all the sweat and shit.
He was blocking them shits and looking at Canelo like, yo, is you done? All right, look, two. Still one fight? All right, bet. Boom. Running them shits off on him. I'm like, yo, god damn. Beaver was firing off on his ass. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that was look like little brother.
He was on his ass, yo. I don't know what was funnier, how he was looking in between rounds or how he was looking when Valdez was getting beat up. God, that shit was funny. He had that look like, boy, you got one more time. You got one more round to lose, and I'm out of here. He had that look like, yo, they put this camera on me and get him out. Fuck that. Focus on the fight.
We need to go back and record everything Reynoso said in Canelo corner.
I'm telling you, and you'll really hear some shit. I bet you ain't had no training tracks for that fight.
And edit that shit together.
Mm-hmm. Now you can tell Canelo got a chin. Yeah, he definitely he got a hell of a chin. I feel like he was expecting to take some damage and just throw power shots. Hopefully hurt Beaver, but failed. Yeah, I don't think he thought Beaver's power was gonna affect him the way it did. And why I say that, because he, like I keep saying, he mentioned it twice when they was interviewing him while he was still in the ring. He mentioned that power. He was putting drills on Canelo's fact there. He was putting them hands, man. He was putting them things. He was stringing them bitches together, man. I'm like, man, he on Canelo ass. 6th round, he looked tired as hell. Yeah, he blew his load. And that's why I say, like, you know, I did another live a couple of days ago, I think it was, and I was talking about how it was like an amateur style type of, you know what I mean, for him to blow his load. Like, I can't believe he really fought like that. And then, you know, with Bradley calling Spence basic, I asked the question, who really basic? And there's no diss to Canelo, but just that performance you basing, and then we being honest, them last 2 performances, you telling me going into the ring, using your jab, setting up your shots behind your jab, opening this dude body up, then eventually making him fight, which turned out to be the worst thing for him, and breaking his ribs, nose, and his orbital bone. You telling me that's basic. Basic get that kind of shit done. But Canelo was great. And what he did Saturday night, that's not basic. But he didn't make an adjustment and got beat for 36 minutes straight. Fuck them 2-3 rounds he won. Them shits was barely. He ain't win no definitive rounds. Nothing definitive. He was getting beat up. That shit was crazy. I was actually surprised that he made zero adjustments. I was like, man, he gonna start using his jab more? Is he gonna get it? Nope. Beaver left like he just finished his sparring match. Facts, or possibly even less. It looked like he just was hitting the bag in the gym. You know how somebody probably, you just in there working with somebody. It's like that's what he was in there doing. Just working, just shook, just you know what I mean? Just shook some rust off or something. Just, went there and got a good shape. Got a good lather. Just got sweated and got out of there. That boy ain't got scratched. The only thing that had a mark was his what was that? His I believe his left arm. Just a little bruising. And it wasn't nothing like Callum Smith. So like I said again, I swear, and he was hitting him so much on the arms, that really was like trying to fight your big brother. punching him everywhere. He's sitting there shelling up. And it was at moments where this dude was smiling in the ring. He was laughing at Canelo. It's like he was like, yo, this dude, I'm about to whoop your ass, man. Smiling like, little brother, that's it. That's all you got. Here, take this 6-piece right here. Matter of fact, let me bring 2 more on. He said, here, take this 5-piece, man. Make it 6. Nah, make it 8. Stringing them bitches. I'm like, damn, bro. Lighting his ass up. 113, 115 in school is off. It was more like 0, 115. Yeah, they tripped out with them scorecards.
And that even move when B-Ball let him live, I feel like, right? Canelo was in the corner with his hands that he couldn't even move sometimes.
Right, like you say, he probably felt sorry for that ass and said, man, let me let him live, man. I'm gonna let him live. Let you live a little bit.
He be doing that though. That do that to people.
You got certain fighters that really be on it like that. And they ain't, and that's in that. And he's lucky that he ain't had that straight, killer instinct. Like, blood in the water, I'm about to take you out type of mentality. He lucky, man. He real fortunate because that shit would have got way worse for him. But I swear, man, it felt like he put that call in. Called Mauricio, man, said, look, man, yeah, we gotta handle this, man. Handle that. Handle that. Get
he loses his next fight.
Yes. I lose, he lose.
He loses his next fight. 2 runs.
Pitbull. Now. Mandatory. Ora. Mandatory. Mauricio, mandatory. Ryan, Pitbull, it's your night. Get in there. It's your night, bro. It's your night.
You come to the team. You beat Ryan, you come to team.
Oh, man, yo. It's your night, Papa.
You beat Ryan, you come to team.
It's your test, know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised when Pitbull got on a pair of Canelo Alvarez gloves. Don't be confused as to what's going on. Just understand his business being stepped on. You know what I'm saying? They standing on business. When you see Pitbull Cruz in there with Canelo Alvarez gloves, just understand, bro, wholeheartedly 100% that they standing on business. You know what I'm saying? They standing on business. Don't even worry about it. Just know the play is in motion, and you know what I mean? Pitbull is gonna handle some shit. Johnny Q, salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. So yeah, man, I really do think Canelo put the bid in on him and like, you know what? You wanna play? He was talking too crazy while Canelo was losing, so he I don't think he tolerated that shit too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was too excited about that tweeting that Ryan Garcia was doing. And he basically saying, you tweet, I teach. You know what I'm saying? He made that call. Pulled his last juice card, you know what I'm saying? Saying that Beaver was ducking Zordo. Yo, you know what? No disrespect to Zordo. He really could fight, but he fight with nobody. He fight with nobody. Like that every other time that dude fighting, I don't know his opponent. Like, I don't even understand how he really about to try to run that record. He trying to get watch somebody get him before he get to 50, because it always look good. He trying to get to 50. You think that ain't in their mind? They ain't trying to crack? Best believe they trying to run that up. And it's like they quietly let him do it. It's like people don't even expect that much from Zordo. That's crazy. It's like, yo, how we keep getting it? That Unesco like that. Yeah, that Unesco was cool, like, cause dude really fought.
Now let's talk about it.
That was cool.
Start putting the pressure on their fighters when they get 25 wins. And shit.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get 15 wins. You know what I'm saying? And they start talking crazy, like, man. So this dude got what? 40 something, 42. He ain't slick. He trying to run it up. I know what he doing. Chocolatito was doing it too, but I guess he was fighting the people. You know what I mean? He was taking the challenges, but he was trying to run that bitch up too.
Yeah, Chocolatito fought some people.
His ass was on it. He was trying to run that bitch. Ugh.
I'll never run it up early though.
Or so.
Mi no hablo inglés. No, español. Mi no hablo inglés. No, español.
Look, they said that's how Canelo was after the fight.
The funny part is, the baby speak English, don't speak Spanish, dumbass.
Yo, for real, yo. Stupid ass. These yo.
Mi no hablo inglés. No, español. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
Yo. These niggas is stupid, yo. Oh my god, yo. Man, that shit is just hilarious.
Mi no hablo inglés. No, español. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Mi no hablo inglés. No, español. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
Going too far now.
Man, these dudes funny, man.
It's going too far right there, just dude.
Oh man. Yo, this
Happy
shit right
Mother's
here.
Day. But did you see Canelo Alvarez lose? Trash. Oh yeah, you were running from Earl. Yeah, you were running from the Charlo boys too. Thought you gonna run all the way up, but no. That Russian had something for your red rooster face ass. Do you hear me? Oh, you can do this to Floyd. Never. Floyd the greatest and always will be. Happy Mother's Day. Canelo lost on Cinco de Mayo. What a shame.
I got to one more time. This
Happy
nigga
Mother's
crazy.
Day. But did you see Canelo Alvarez lose? Trash. Oh yeah, you were running from Earl. Yeah, you were running from the Charlo boys too. Thought you gonna run all the way up, but no. That Russian had something for your red rooster face ass. Do you hear me? Oh, you can do this to Floyd. Never. Floyd the greatest and always will be. Happy Mother's Day. Canelo lost on Cinco de Mayo. What a shame.
Yo, that dude is crazy, bro. There's something wrong with that man, yo. He got real problems, man. He crazy. He said he had that Russia has something for your red rooster face ass. He said, did y'all see Canelo Alvarez lose? Trash. Yo, that's crazy. That dude really blew up, and I still remember the first video I seen from him, yo, when he was talking about telling on his man. See what I did to Roger? 40 years. That one, that shit. I was like, man, I already knew it was gonna blow. I'm like, this dude, he funny as hell without even trying hard. Yeah, right. You want payday? It turned out he wanted to payday that night. That shit backfired, bro. Yeah, I had a little video clips. It was another one. What was
all them hungry lions at 168 Canelo could be fighting. Benavidez, Charlo, Andre, but now you weigh at 175 trying to cherry pick. I'm glad you got your ass beat. Good. That's what you get for cherry picking and ducking. Good job.
I ain't say it. He said it. He said it. He said it. Niggas is going live to speak their piece on that. They even had it up to here with his shit. Goddamn. On his ass, boy. God, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all should know we'll let him have it on this.
This shit is funny, though.
This
shit is hilarious. This was funny, too.
What pump? What fool? Mark.
I swear to God, whoever made that is crazy. Why would they do that, yo? What took it over the top was Charlo being in the backseat. Charlo.
What pump? What fool? Mark.
That's crazy, yo. Nah, that's wild. That's fucking wild right there, yo. I don't give a fuck. That's gonna be funny forever, yo. They had Spence, Boots, and Charlo pulling the double barrel out the back. Oh man, they turned blood in the tray. God, I gotta find it. I'm gonna put that in the video, yo. I'm telling you, that shit is funny. I don't care. I gotta, we know the boxer, but I gotta try to liven up the lives a little bit. I'm gonna start trying to have more clips on that, just for entertainment purposes. We gotta laugh a little bit. Yeah. I thought he was joking. I thought Money was joking, when he said that 8-4. I was like, he joking, right? Nah, dead ass.
He did dead ass. He ducked down on 8-4.
Mm-hmm. They snap with that one, Johnny. They wild. Yo, I'm like, yo, what? Yo, who be doing these? Them shits be funny, man. Like, people crazy. They be called those people creative as hell, man. I'm telling you. You get some people computer software, man, they gonna work magic, bro.
When you say 8-4, in that fight, it sounds like such a robbery.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
But it's close to 7-5, which is one round.
Mm-hmm.
8-4 could be a comfortable fight, but it's crazy how 8-4 can mean two things.
I'm telling you,
blowout.
There's one thing that wasn't no damn 8-4 for him. He even went 4 rounds. He said out his own mouth he lost 4 or 5 rounds at the most. I said, boy, you gotta say that because that's the you trying to make it seem like it was mad close, but I still got it. You didn't get it, bro. Did you watch? Go back and rewatch it. He damn near put a unicorn hump on your head, man. Put a damn speed bump on your head. Boy, what are you talking about? Right in the middle of your forehead. How did he do it? With that active jab my brother OTB was talking about. He was jabbing his ass up. Man, I just like to get credit where it's due.
Come on now.
He hit that shit on the head, yo. If y'all ain't catch that, I say still go back and check that. His little breakdown, the way he broke that shit down with Beagle using his jab. And then I just think it's dope because you've seen that play out. He do got an active jab. He do keep it. He control the guard, manipulate the guard, keep his opponent honest. There's a lot of shit he able to do with his jab and how he mix it up and use it, man. And he's a smart ass dude, man. It's a smart dude for that breakdown, but Beagle's smart for the way he approached that fight, and he fought like a real one, man. He did his motherfucking thing, man. And dude don't gotta hold his head, but we still gonna laugh. You don't gotta hold your head because I'm still a realist. Like, you ain't lose to the motherfucker that was coming to lay down. We see that shit all the time. We see it all the time. And that's why I believe, and I listen a lot, and I like to listen to Andre Ward talk shit, about boxing or, talking that boxing shit, and how he was saying, like, when it comes to them fighting them power punchers and shit like that, them knockout artists, man, he was like, it's one thing to be physically ready, but he was like, yo, you got to mentally have your mind made up that, yo, no matter what this dude hit, I'm not going. Like, I ain't going out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just got some dudes that's really able to mentally put some shit in their head and it be the reason they able to execute because they really truly believe it, not just say it. Like, so I believe he meant it. Like, I seen him get dropped by Kovalev in that first one. I'm like, damn. But then when I looked at his face, camera went to his face. He had like a little smile, I think. I was like, I think he smiled a little bit. I was like, he good? He ain't like, you know what I mean? His head ain't foggy. I was like, he all right. Got up and did his motherfucking thing. And then, because the shit was too close, he rematched him and took him out to the point where they was trying to say, he throw too many nut shots, yo. Yeah, right, man. Them was body shots, boy. You think the referee was going to cheat? And he ain't hurt him with a right hand before he started the body shots. Am I right? Wobbled his dumbass. He cracked this shit. I knew that second fight he was on one because he was hitting. Kovalev was getting his little shit here or there, but I wasn't worried about it because Andre Ward was mentally locked in. And he was executing and hitting him earlier than he was in the first fight. I was like, he's going to fuck him up tonight. I could just see it. And Andre Ward really one of them fighters. If he active and, you know what I mean, he in his groove, it's hard to stop him. He crafty and he might not have the prettiest style, but it's effective again. Like, it's easy, I think, to underestimate until you get in there and you like, it's this little shit he do that maybe you not able to capture when you sitting there watching being a fucking hater. That's why I say, man, don't pay to not give a nigga they just do, man. It make you a worse fighter. I'm telling you, the best fighters in the world are able to see greatness in other fighters. I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You cannot run around thinking you the only one that could whoop some ass, man. And that don't mean be scared of nobody, don't have your confidence, but be smart enough to know it's other motherfuckers that's nice too. It's other motherfuckers that's training their ass off and possibly harder than you. You know what I mean? You at least got to think that. Can't think you the only one. And that's why I appreciate Shakur Stevenson's mentality. Like, yeah, he's very confident, but I think cockiness would be like thinking you the only one. You get what I'm saying? I don't mistake his confidence for cockiness, because then when you ask him about another fighter, he ain't slighting him. If he truly thinks somebody nice, he's gonna tell you straight up. And that's what I noticed. He had good shit to say about. If you ask him, he gonna tell you. If they garbage to him, he gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is with him. The only fighter I really heard him call garbage was Rose.
Yeah.
He was laughing. It was so funny. He was like, "Oh, that dude trash." He was laughing at it. That shit was comical to him. Oh, that's a Mortal Kombat. Concussed each other, damn dummy.
I don't know who raised it.
Oh, and he goes down the left.
I love this clip right here.
I don't know who raised it.
Oh, and he goes down the left.
I don't know who raised it.
Oh, and he goes down the left.
Listen to the punch.
I don't know who raised it.
Oh, and he goes down the left.
Or spinning back fist.
You said what?
This nigga throw a spinning back fist.
Yo, hey, look.
I don't know who raised it.
Oh, and he goes down the left.
Way dude body. Yo, for real.
I don't know who raised it.
Oh, and he goes down the left.
Yo, this little section right here is fucking gold. I'm definitely gonna start utilizing this, yo, for sure.
Yo,
I'm telling you. I had my boy Shock still in, our boy Shock in here when we was talking about him.
Kubov's so tired. He's really put everything into this. It's not for lack of effort if he doesn't get this decision. Foster's box really go. Oh, good shot.
Down he goes. Eventually, he is put down. Yakubov managed to get those gloves out, and
That was pretty, but it was disrespectful too. Cause he ain't had to walk off like that. That shit was smooth as hell. Punch that boy. Oh yeah, that WB. Didn't they order him versus Eduardo something?
yes.
I don't remember the last name, but O'Shaquie Foster. He got ordered to fight somebody too. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I just need to see him with more opportunities. Like, don't just act like he ain't there. Like, I know I feel the way I feel, you know, with him and Shakur fight, and that's just me. But that's just that fight. I think he gonna fight anybody he in there with. He gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that about everybody going in there against him. He gonna fuck somebody up. I just hope he get the right, you know what I mean, the right names. Like, fuck them other dudes. Eduardo, like, you see who he just beat up. Eduardo. Who the fuck was that? He just beat up Eduardo.
Highlights pretty one-sided. There you see that jab. It's just perfect timing by Foster and fast hands. Raul pointed it out. Fernandez never seen anything like this before. And look at the distance between them because of the quick feet. Even in this tiny 16-foot ring, Foster's able to maintain. Look at the distance again.
You gotta take a little layout.
I like how he's smooth, man. He's smooth with it. O'Shaquie, he's smooth with it. I just want to see him fight more. So
yeah, that contract shit going on and shit. He cool about it. It's actually better for him to go and get back in the ring. If they gonna make him do it, they gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that golfing and shit. Yeah,
sick of hell over here.
Yeah. No, I know it was money. Yeah, that shit had me tripped out. I was bugged out. He boxed shit out that dude. Yeah, with that jab, right, Johnny? He's smooth. I just appreciate motherfuckers that dedicate themselves to their craft, and you can see it when they in there performing, man. That's all. And I don't knock nobody for losing. It's just not about that, because I feel like you fight enough of them dogs, you're going, you know, your chances of losing just gonna be that much higher when you actually testing yourself. And it's crazy because of those two names that O'Shaquie lost to. I knew both of them names like early, like years ago. I heard them names, but when them dudes was on the come up. So it's like, and he done got his shit together, and he ain't lost since then. He ain't lost in some years, man. He been beating some ass for a minute. Quietly, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to see him on them stages where he deserved to be at. He deserves some paydays. Not because I just wanted to see it. I want to see it, but I feel like he deserved it too.
Payday.
it's hard not to, you know what I mean? It's hard to, you know what I mean? How many people you lose early and then just string together all the wins? A lot of motherfuckers be quit. Niggas be stopping at the one loss. Nicholas Walters, happened to him. And his prime. That boy took one fight, got shitted on for the money, and didn't come back. Bogus as hell. I don't understand. Tripping out. Yeah, man. That's scary. That dude was special.
I was at that jump.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Man, I'm glad.
You know I went to that jump, bro, in Atlanta. You know I slid on down there.
Yeah, man. I got one thing I got. My cousin talking about some fights. Did he say this weekend? I might be tripping because I could have swore he said something. I got to hit it, man. Make sure. He said somebody was fighting his man or something, but that's one thing I'm gonna definitely try to do. Make it to more fights for sure. I got a damn video camera in here and everything. Get me some footage, man. Get on the ground with it. I don't mind doing it. I don't even know how to use that bitch. I ain't use it yet. I just got that motherfucker. I'm gonna use it though. I'm gonna put it to use sooner or later.
I had to see what the hell you were showing. I was making these bets, but I had to play some shit. Yeah, I went to that show. I know it sounded familiar.
Oh, shit, man. It's been a good live, man. Another productive sit down with my people. Appreciate y'all brothers for sliding through, kicking it with me, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer in this joint. You know I'll be back on tomorrow for sure.
No doubt.
For sure, man. I'm gonna be through this.
You know what? You already know. I'll catch you on the other side.
All right, peace out.
All right, bro. Everybody that's in here, appreciate y'all for sliding through, man.
Make sure y'all sub to Just Do.
Yes, sub to Yoda Wise Crush and my boy Southern T. We definitely appreciate all y'all.
One was at my first 50. I think I'm about 4 away. So thank everybody that been subscribing. Keep on pushing, man. I got some content coming.
Word. I'm gonna make sure my girl subscribe too. Make sure.
Yeah. Good.
For sure. I appreciate all y'all. If y'all ain't smashed the like button, smash that button for your boy on the way out, man. Y'all tune in tomorrow, man. I'll be back with another one, man.
This is what we gonna do.
We gonna cook.
What we gonna do.
All right.
Appreciate you letting me slide through this use your platform.
Always, just thanks, homie.
Y'all already know, y'all family. Just as they say, y'all got the keys, man. Y'all already know. Just pull on up. Just open the door. You know what I mean? The door is unlocked for the fellas, man. Y'all know it.
No doubt.
All right, bro. I'll catch y'all in a few.
Peace.
Peace.